Good morning, everybody. We are on a new project today. We're doing a little concrete patio. It's going to be a stamped concrete patio, and it's going to be a smoked iron oxide color by Davis color charts, and it's going to be a real nice before and after here. So all this concrete's going, real nice and simple patio, and then it'll just be replaced. So no irrigation, no nothing. Straight up concrete. Hey guys, what is going on? It is Tyler Odell here with Odell Complete Concrete, and today we're doing a brand new concrete patio here for this client, and it's going to be a nice stamped pattern with some basic broomed bands here. We're going with an Ashlar Slate stamp, and we're going back in with rebar 2-foot on centers, and we're gonna make this in a solid 4-inch pad here. We're also going to be making it a little wider just so he can install some gym equipment on the pad as well, because this guy's really big into lifting and exercising, so it's pretty cool. So yeah, we broke it up by hand with the jackhammer. There was no rebar in it, so that made it really easy. And then we brought the mini back here just to load up the wheelbarrows instead of throwing it in by hand. Makes it a little bit easier, but it definitely helps. And then we just load this out, and then we're running it into my dump trailer. Oh no, it was a low boy actually we had ordered here, and we're just running it into the low boy with the wheelbarrows. Alright, so we got all the demo taken care of for the most part. Got all the big pieces of concrete out. Kind of excavated the rough opening for the new concrete patio. And now we're beginning to set our forms. The formwork was pretty easy on this job because it's just straight forms. And it's basically just a big box. So those set up pretty quick. We just pulled our string lines, made sure we had slope running off of the house into the grass, and then set our forms. We used the 3-4-5 method on something this small. Make sure we're square on the corners, and it worked out good. You can see here the patio kind of deviates off into its own little rectangle on the closer side of the screen here, and this is kind of going to be his gym area. Now we're just hitting the subsoil with some water and giving this a nice compaction for the new concrete to sit on. Then we got our number 3 rebars going in here, 2-foot on centers.
Yeah. That's Randy's asking me how much was the demo removal. Speak of that. Mark. Oh. I'm just gonna say it was all included. Yeah. Say we used it on
Dale hasta arriba del barrote, papá. De una vez todos por fuera. Sí, todo para atrás. ¿Quieres cambiar? Le cambiamos el de...
You may have noticed this concrete is just a little bit darker than the regular concrete we typically pour, and that's because we ordered this concrete with a integral color mix called Pewter by Davis Color Charts. So it's just a little bit darker than regular concrete, but not very much. It's still like a light gray when it cures, but there's a little difference to it, a slight difference, hardly noticeable. But we got it all poured out here at 3000 psi, a little pea gravel mix action. Now we're just bowl floating it out and playing the weight game on this pad here.
Snap.
Yeah?
Yeah, right on the pipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Snap it.
Okay. Ahí está, toca la puerta, está marcado ahí. ¿De pájaro o de guarida?
We're shame when you need them.
Ahí está.
Acá puso la marca.
Sí, sí, con una pulgada del palo a un lado.
¿Ya?
Okidoki, snap there.
You like it?
Now I can see. So stands black my eye.
¿Es de 6?
¿Cuál, papá?
¿Esa?
Ajá.
Yo sé de dónde es, ¿no?
¿Qué pasó, padre?
Todas las de los
Los cuadros.
Está fresquillo, ¿ah? Juan?
Sí. Abajo sí se está vendiendo. Ya. Lo trae en la playa, lo trae a todos lados. Ya maneja.
Ya tengo el plato. Ya lo bajé, padre. Ya.
Más delgadito para no taparlas otra vez después. Ahorita le cortamos.
I got my 12-inch edge here. Oh, wait.
That's my Madera, man. So we cut all of our joints and snapped the lines, and then cut them with the 8-foot cutter, and then we followed those cuts up with the walking joiner. And right here, Juan is actually framing out a custom little ramp that the homeowner had requested last minute. So basically we're just gonna pour in some extra mud we had sitting around the corner, and this way he could just ramp up stuff right onto his patio basically without having like a little curb there, because his existing walkway was a lot lower than the patio.
Rolling in style.
Oh yeah.
You take the cameras in.
That's the joint or what? Huh? That? The joint?
Yeah.
The joint, that's it?
Now we got the guys out there on the sliders, and we're just gonna pass it one time on our hands, and then we're gonna go ahead and get these stamp mats ready, because we're gonna be stamping the interior part of this pad here. So we got all of our stamp mats ready. We sprayed them down with some liquid release before putting them on the concrete so they don't stick. And then we went ahead and started laying the pattern out. We started off the corner of the house and just went on after that. So that's a good point to start because it's square. We know that area is square with the house. Well, we hope at least that we squared it up with the house, but we always do. And then that way your pattern doesn't get off and your lines don't get off. So I like to kind of be behind the guy stamping just to make sure we can detail it out really nice. Any little joints that didn't get hit or any pieces that chipped off or something, I can kind of be there to touch them up a little bit. Then after we stamp it, we gotta go back along the bands and trowel them all out, because we definitely leave some marks stamping over the bands here. And then I'll just broom them out right after we trowel them. And then of course we're gonna be back here in about 30 days when this reaches full cure strength to give it a nice wet look seal. The owner here actually worked for corporate YouTube. So he actually worked at the main headquarters of YouTube in Los Angeles. And I'm pretty sure that's where he found us, was on YouTube. I thought that was kind of interesting. But he didn't like the cameras very much. But he did let us record still, so that was nice. Alrighty, so that's a wrap on this stamped concrete project here. Came out beautiful. Let's get a close-up on this. We got a little broom 6x9 pad right here. This is gonna be for a squat rack. He said he wanted to mount some weightlifting equipment on here, so that's what that'll be for. And then this is just a nice stamped patio with 12-inch broom finish bands. And it came out really nice. This is a Ashlar Slate stamp with silver smoke coloring by Davis Color Charts. It's the iron oxide. So it's a little darker than regular concrete, but Not too darker, just a little bit. That color right there is basically what it's gonna look like when it's all cured out. We even installed a little ramp right here for the homeowner, so it's not a step per customer request, but this came out really nice as well. Alrighty guys, so we're here back on the stamped concrete job. We just poured out. We're getting ready to do a final cleanup on this job, throw some topsoil down, wash everything down real nice, and show you guys the final product. This is a few days after the pour, so let's show you what's going on.
I need to go get a little hammer. I'm gonna grab a hammer. I'll be right back.
Okay. Me and Timmy cleaned it up a little bit. We added some topsoil, put in a new sprinkler head just because the old one got a little bit of concrete on it. And as you can see, it's curing out really nicely. It should be good to go in about maybe 20 more days, but it's real hot in California right now, so you know how concrete goes. It cures a little bit quicker in the summertime, but we're keeping water on this baby, keeping it nice and wet, getting that strong water cure out of it. But as you can see guys, it looks really nice, came out good. So anyways, we do have to come back for one thing though. We did not bring our finishing tools with us, but we do have to patch this up. It's kind of hard to tell, but the joints caved in a little bit when we were stamping it. So basically we're just gonna throw in a little bit of cream, mix in some color with it to match it. Should be good to go. What do you think, man? Looks good or what?
Beautiful Ashlar Slate. Bands, the whole package.
Yeah. Alrighty, let's roll. So now we came back after the curing process has completed, and we're moving to some of this outdoor furniture he had on it because we're getting ready to seal it. So we're gonna pressure wash this baby up really good. And then once it's, you know, real nice and clean, we're gonna let it dry throughout the day and then come back the next day when it's hopefully all dry, and then go ahead and seal it. But sometimes when we come back the next day, it's not completely dry depending on the time of the year, like in the winter time. So if that's the case, then we just come back in 2 days after we pressure wash to seal. But anyways, that's about it for this video. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And we'll be seeing you guys on the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Bye.